I remember in my college years and throughout my early 20s just being so angry with God when bad things happened that I remember just raising my fist to the sky and just yelling at God. And just, for someone that didn't believe in God, I was really angry with him. My mom had me when she was 17. I was raised in a Christian family. I would attend church off and on, and I remember being raised with biblical values. So in middle school, I remember going to a worship service with a few friends, and I remember everyone was raising their hands and praising, and it just didn't click with me. My skepticism grew throughout my high school years, and when I got to college, it got even worse. I was living off campus, and I got into drinking, smoking tobacco, smoking weed, sexual immorality. I quit going to college, and I ended up moving back in with my parents for a short amount of time until they just couldn't condone or support my lifestyle, so they ended up kicking me out. I kept drinking, I kept smoking, I was doing psychedelics, ended up doing cocaine. It was a few years later where I ended up moving back in with my parents, and I remember my mom kept asking me if I would go to church to make her happy. When I went to church that first time in a long time, it once again didn't click. I didn't understand what the point of it was. It wasn't until the summer of 2021 when I was looking for a new job that I decided to come to Central. Because I remember when I was a kid, my family went to Central. So I thought I might as well come and pray about my career, pray about this job opportunity. And Sunday service was awesome, and Monday prayer service came around, and I came back, and I remember Pastor Loran specifically saying that we are not here to pray for a job, but we are here to worship the Lord. Later that night, I had a really bad panic attack. I hit the floor. It was terrible. I felt like I couldn't breathe. The Lord was trying to speak to me there and tell me that I wanted all these things from Him, but I didn't want Him. And that He is the source of life. He is the air that we breathe. And I'd say about a month of listening to Central online, I kept feeling more and more convicted. And I was actually standing in my laundry room when I was listening to the end of a message, and it just hit home. I remember I walked over and sat in the bathroom. I put my elbows on the toilet seat, and I just started weeping. I stopped drinking. I stopped smoking, I stopped looking at pornography, and I pursued the Lord. God was patient with me even throughout all my rebellion. When I was cursing His name, spitting in His face, when I had my back turned on Him, He still pursued me and He still loved me. And if it wasn't for God's tremendous love, I would not be here today. I'm so thankful for what Jesus did on the cross. He bore all my sins and paid the price that I couldn't pay. And all glory belongs to God.